Paige, you saw you grabbing at your back a couple of times. Obviously, a pretty physical game. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling all right. Uh, yeah, good enough to play. I'm not gonna make any excuses, so I'm feeling all right.
Maddie, just what were some of the things that you saw that weren't sustained in the first half, since it was a strong half, that contributed to the second half being a big advantage for Washington?
I think defensively, we just weren't very good in the second half at all. And, they're a good team. You can't give them wide open looks, wide open slips. And I think, yeah, we just did a poor job all the way around there.
Paige, I know Grace's scoring wasn't quite there yet, but it seems like she feels a lot more comfortable setting up the offense alongside you. Just what did you see from her today?
Yeah, she's just getting more comfortable and confident in the offense, and getting us organized. She just plays with the effort, that you really can't teach. So she just makes a positive impact on the basketball game, regardless of made or missed shots.
Maddie, there were, I think, 18 fouls called in the third quarter alone. 50 free throw shot, more than 50 free throws, more than 50 shots in the game. How hard is it to play in a game that can be that disjointed because of the whistles?
Yeah, I mean, I think, both ways. I'm trying to think. I don't want to get fined. Both ways, I think, they called us a ton of fouls, and it's obviously like it's hard to get into a flow like that. And like, we made a lot of our free throws, but just being able to take advantage and not getting as frustrated. I thought we let it affect us a little bit too much. And it's like sometimes they're gonna make tough calls that don't go your way, and we just have to be able to move on from that.
Maddie, so there was a my count, 37 seconds where you did draw Lucy as the defensive assignment. What was that like for you personally and professionally?
Oh, I mean, it's definitely cool being able to play with her. I mean, I was trying to get the post up on the other end. I was trying to take advantage of her size on the other side, but very happy for her. Obviously, carving a role out in DC, but she's a great player. She's going to continue to, get better every day.
A lot of times in games, y'all have been right there. What do you think it will take to just close that gap?
Just being about action. Not words. We know what to do. So just doing it.
On the pick and roll, point guards are bringing the ball down the court. When the post rolls, there seems to be a hesitation in beating the post. Can you talk about Paige? Can you talk a little bit about that and why sometimes there's a hesitation as opposed to just hitting that post, and then if they get caught or get guarded, they kick it back out. Can you speak on that a little bit on that pick and roll?
Yeah. I don't think there's any hesitation. Personally, they trap me, so I probably hit the roll almost every time. And we're comfortable making that pass to the post, and playing to that advantage. So I don't think there's any hesitation.
Paige, being the number one draft pick comes with unique pressure. How do you manage this expectation?
Um, Basically by not paying attention to any other expectations that people put on me, and just trying to be the best version of myself I can be for my team every single day.
Multiple players, do you think that the team is executing the game plan effectively? And if not, where are the breakdowns?
I don't think so, or else I think we'd have a lot more wins. I just think as a group, it just has to be more consistent both sides of the ball. You're not always going to shoot well, but you got to be consistent defensively, and then it's like you got to be confident enough to take the next shot. So it's like you might miss a layup, you might miss a three, and it's like your teammates are working so hard to get you that next one. So it's like you just got to step into it confident.
Paige, you always go back to your faith during hard times and ups and downs of sports. There's deeper things in life, and you always mention that. Like, what does that mean to you? How does that get you through those times?
I feel like on the other side of a hard time is a really big blessing. So continuing to keep that faith, it's easy to believe in God and think all things are well when you're coming off a national championship and you're winning games, you have a winning record, but how are you and how is your character when you have a losing record? And so to remain the same and steadfast in your faith, is something that I try to embody.
Third quarter has some going the outside for the majority of the year. When you come out of halftime, is it lack of energy? Is it lack of communication? Is there anything that you kind of put a finger on when that happens?
I think we just got to come out with a more intensity about us, and don't take our foot up off the gas and play an entire 40 minutes. DJ in the Zoom.
Question for Paige. You just talked about leadership throughout the season. I wanted to know what's your message to this team during the final month of the regular season, and personally, what's one area you want to sharpen to help Dallas end on a high note?
I mean, there's only so much we can talk about. I think we've had these conversations almost after every game. So right now it's all about action. And I think that is a place I can be better at in setting the tone. Rob, go ahead.
Rob Youngson from the Podium Finish. I got two quick questions for each of you. First, Paige, despite the tough result tonight against Washington, the Wings have shown potential in each game. So, from your perspective, how important is it for the team to keep focus on the big picture? And how do you use your voice to galvanize your teammates? And for Maddy, coming off the bench with a great game again, how do you look to set the tone personally and help the team push through these challenging times?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all are frustrated with losing. So to continue to stay together through the tough times, and just, I mean, like I said before, we talked about it enough. I think we just need to put action behind our words.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Certainly. As a catalyst off the bench, how do you look to try to set the tone personally and help this team go through these challenging times?
I think just for me, like coming off injury, I just wanted to make sure I was better than I was before. Just more intentional. Just wanting to play, consistent every single night, whether that's, you're coming off the bench or starting. I just want to be able to be someone that we can consistently rely on both sides of the ball. And if that's coming off the bench, just being that spark, whatever we need, and just trying to get as many extra possessions for our team as possible.
For Maddy, I know it was a tough ending to the game, but you guys started really well. What can you take away from that start you guys had?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've shown in spurts that we can, play very, very well. We can, on both sides. Defensively, we can be really disruptive and, get out in transition. And then offensively, we can really move the ball, side to side and generate some really open looks. So I think, that's a positive, like Paige said, it's tough to see the positives, right, when you're in it, but you just gotta look to get over the hump.
Awesome.
How have your teammates and coaches supported you in navigating the demands of the league this year?
They just welcomed me with open arms and just embraced who I am, and allowed me to be me and confident in myself, and instilling confidence within me. So to be able to feel comfortable, in who I am and in using my voice, is something they helped me a lot with. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.